So I tell this to people all the time when they're dealing with narcissists, that parents can be the worst enablers of narcissists. And if you're new here, I am actually a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So sometimes when I'm talking to people over Zoom, they're like, well, he treated me so terribly that I didn't know who else to reach out to. So I reached out to his mom, and she asked me, what did I do to make him do this to me? His mom actually didn't hold him accountable either. Or her mom, y'all. We know women can be narcissists as well. Parents can be and are a lot of times the worst enablers, and they continue and contribute to the behavior. Who raised them? How did they get this way? You can call a narcissistic person's mom and ask them, and tell them you've been physically assaulted, and they will ask you, what did you do to them? You can tell them you've been cheated on. They're like, what did you do to make them cheat on you? Or you not showing them love and affection? And that goes for narcissistic people's fathers as well. I need y'all to realize that that's their parents. They don't owe you any kind of loyalty. A lot of times narcissistic parents want to protect their own reputations as well. My baby good. We wouldn't do nothing like that. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, and I use my platform on social media, to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and then validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series right here is dedicated to making my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer. They are 60 seconds or less, and it's going to be a lot longer than 60 seconds. I can guarantee you that because you're a minute and a half in already. Gotcha. So, the one you just watched was a lady. Was it a lady? Yeah. Unicorn riding. Could have been a man. Could have been a non-binary person. It says, their moms often encourage it and take their sides, it seems like. And that led to me making that TikTok about how parents of narcissists can be the worst enablers. Y'all, a lot of times, a lot of narcissistic people are created through trauma from their parents. So if you think you're dealing with a narcissist, why do you think that parent is going to be on your side? That is their parent. I'm not saying, because a lot of times, this is not me trying to blame you. A lot of times you don't know that you're dealing with a narcissist. So why wouldn't you think that their parent would try to help you out? But if you know you're dealing with a narcissist, like if you've been awakened to narcissism, if you've been woke to toxic relationships and things like that, why would you think that their parents would be on your side? They're going, like, a lot of times, the parents are the worst enablers of narcissists. I've talked to countless people on Zoom. When they tell me, there's like, well, then the physical abuse started. You know what? I tried the physical stuff started, and I tried to reach out. To his mom, and his mom asked me what I did to make him do that to me. She was absolutely no help, and it shocked me, and it hurt me even more. Yeah, I bet you it did, because you thought woman to woman that person would be there for you. Woman to woman, that she would understand domestic violence and how that can lead to a lot worse stuff. But they don't want to take accountability. Sometimes the parents are narcissists, y'all, but if they don't want to take accountability for their son's actions, then of course they're going to blame you and make it seem like it's your fault. They're going to ask you what you have done to their precious baby to make them beat you up. And the same goes for women as well. Like, women can be narcissists, y'all, but most domestic violence situations involve men putting their hands on women. That's just a statistical fact. You know what I mean? There's just statistics right there. There's not me trying to be a pick me or simp or whatever y'all have to say, weirdo stuff you have to say to me about that. It just is. No. What is that? Thank you. My daughter's right here on the floor, y'all. Y'all can't see her. I'm standing up. I'm at my standing desk. Yeah. People always want to call you a simp and stuff like that. This is not, I'm just living my life right now. But yeah, parents can be the worst enablers. Y'all, how do y'all think they got that way? And I know a lot of people in the comment section are going to say, like, yes, his dad is a raging narcissist and they're just alike. I can't talk to his dad about anything. Man, her mom is exactly like her. She enables it, and she actually hypes her up to do bad stuff to me. What kind of damn mom is that? You know what I mean? What's with all this stuff? So if you're dealing with, the parent can be a narcissist, and this is where they learn and copy the behavior. Say somebody just commented that on their TikTok. The parents can be narcissists, and that's where they learn the behaviors from. Yes, a lot of people get neglected in childhood, y'all, and just neglect and abandonment can lead to people becoming narcissists. Can lead to people retreating inside themselves and grow up and trying to find other people to get validation from because they never got it from their parents. You know, one thing I thought about too, y'all, like the rise of narcissism nowadays get my mind thinking. I know this is going on a little. Y'all love my tangents. The rise of narcissism has got me thinking a little bit, y'all. I think because I see so many people, back in the day, 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even in the 90s, people had huge families. Like, I hear people telling these stories. I'm talking to people over Zoom. They're like, oh yeah, he had 9 brothers and sisters. She had, she's the youngest of 12 siblings. He was the middle child, and it was 15 brothers and sisters in the household. Their parents were married for X amount of years. They had 15 kids. Do y'all not think that is an issue, or that could possibly lead to a lot of abandonment and a lot of just lack of validation? And this is not me trying to blame old school parents. This is me just trying to use this as an example. Like, how can you give enough love and affection to 15 different kids? 12, 9, 8, 7 of them. I feel like 5 and 6 is a lot to do in one household. There's not gonna be an equal distribution of love. So I feel like the one kid, you can overly love that one, not overly love. You can overly, validate that one and make them seem like that's the golden child. So I just feel like, single children, only kids there's an only kid. I think there's an only kid syndrome, only child syndrome, or something like that. But too many kids can lead to that, y'all. It can just lead to parental neglect. It just can't. I just feel like it's my opinion, but I feel like it's true. Like, what do y'all think? Put that in the comment section. That's been bugging me lately. It's been on my mind because they come from these huge families. Like, even the example of, in the movie Frozen, Hans of the Southern Isles. He said he had 15 brothers and sisters. Even his brothers and sisters were neglecting him. And I had 15 brothers and sisters, and half of them pretended that I was invisible for 2 years. So he was getting neglected by his parents and his brothers and sisters. So Hans was definitely a narcissist. Go back and watch Frozen. He said that. So he's trying to seek validation to become king of somebody else's kingdom because he knew he would never be number one in his other kingdom. Ooh, that's fire. So parents can help create it as well by having too many kids. You can have too many kids. I just truly think this. I just think that's true, y'all. It's my opinion, but y'all let me know. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to blame the old school parents with 8, 9, 10 kids. But nowadays it's still happening. I know people with 8 kids, 9 kids. All those kids are not getting the same love and affection. They're just not. Maybe the first one and the last one because they were there by themselves for a little bit. But everybody else, this is gonna be less. You know what I mean? What do y'all think? I know a lot of y'all have brothers and sisters, but I know I went off on the tangent, y'all. But that's just saying how parents can parenting can lead to that, though. You see, have all these kids that you can't give equal love and affection to. You create a narcissistic monster that goes out here into the world looking for that love and affection that they didn't get because they were the 8th kid. They were the 9th kid in this family. In this, right here. Baby, you gotta wait a second. See, this is neglect right here. Let's do it. She's gonna be a little narcissist. I'm just joking. Come on, mama. What's up? Whoa! Can you say hello? Say bye-bye. I got my ring light in my other hand, y'all. That's why I had to pick it up with one hand. She's fine. But yeah, that's how it goes, though, y'all. I feel like too many kids can lead to that. And then, like I said, narcissistic, parents of narcissists don't want to address the behavior because they know, a lot of times they know they're responsible for it. And their baby can do no wrong. Especially if their child that you're dealing with is their golden child. They can do no wrong. You're in for it. So toxic parents exist, and they can be the biggest enablers of toxic behavior in their kids. So a lot of times, remember, their parents don't owe you any loyalty. They don't. That's their parents. I know you're like, but that's my baby's grandparents, and that's their parents. They don't owe you any loyalty. They'll discard you. I guarantee you, they'll be flying monkeys if y'all break up. They'll be like, you treated my son terribly. You are awful to my daughter. Stay away from her. The whole time their son or daughter is a narcissist. You see how that works right there? You see how that works right there. As I tell people, you have to stand in your truth and stand in your power because narcissistic people, I'm just telling you, I know how it goes, y'all. I just do. I really know how it goes. So if you are going to be with in a relationship with a narcissist, you're pretty much on your own out there in the world with that. Because their parents are not going to be, their parents are not going to be on your side. And a lot of times their siblings will also not be on your side as well. Sometimes you might get the outlier where the parents help you, the siblings are there for you, stuff like that. But most times, the parents are going to be on their side because they are enablers. They just are. They help create that monster. Anyways, y'all, I got to do stuff with her. I don't want to be a neglectful parent and create another narcissist, you know what I mean? Anyway, like and subscribe for more. Turn on notifications. Mental Illness is out. Peace.